InvestorIdeas.com podcast.
Good afternoon and welcome to another InvestorIdeas.com podcast following cannabis news, stocks to watch, as well as insights from thought leaders and experts. This podcast is brought to you by our exclusive content partner CLS Holdings US Incorporated, trading on the OTCQB as CLSH, a diversified cannabis company operating as Cannabis Life Sciences and an integrated cannabis producer and retailer in Nevada through its Oasis Cannabis subsidiaries with plans to expand into other states. Today we'll be looking at announcements from KHRN Life Sciences Corporation, trading on the TSX Venture as KHRN and the OTCQB as KHRN.V. Aurora Cannabis Incorporated, trading on the New York Stock Exchange and TSX as ACB. Bevo Agro Incorporated, trading on the TSX Venture as BVO. Canvas MedTech Incorporated, trading on the CSE as MTEC. And GB Sciences Incorporated, trading on the OTCQB as GBLX. First, looking at KHRN Life Sciences Corporation, an integrated medical cannabis company with its core operations in Colombia, who announced today that the company has received approval to commercialize and market 4 key products in the company's Cuida CBD cosmeceutical product line in Peru. This approval from Peru's Executive Director of the Directorate of Medical Devices and Health Products of the General Directorate of Medication, Supplies and Drugs, or the DIGEMID, brings Cuida products to a population of 32 million people in Peru, and with previously announced agreements in Colombia and Mexico, positions the Cuida brand to now be marketed to a combined population of almost 200 million people in Latin America. Alvaro Torres, co-founder and CEO of KHRN, stated that KHRN is entirely focused on the Latin American cannabis market and meeting the needs of its 620 million residents. With today's announcement to commercialize our Cuida brand in Peru, we expect our reach into an important new market. Peru is a region with a fast-growing cosmetic sector and an established legalized cannabis environment, which provides us with a strong foundation on which to build the Cuida brand. Looking next at Aurora Cannabis Incorporated, who announced today that the company has received an export request and has secured the required export permit and has now completed its first shipment of medical cannabis products to the Czech Republic, making it the 21st country in which the company operates. The initial purchase order was placed by and the products will be shipped by to the Czech Medical Herbs SRO, a Czech pharmaceutical wholesaler who will subsequently supply pharmacies throughout the country. Czech Medical Herbs is a distributor of medical products with a specialization in cannabis for medical use and medicinal products based on cannabinoids. This supply arrangement demonstrates our ability to enter into new jurisdictions as a partner of choice in new markets with strong barriers to entry, and it's testament to the strength and business execution of our European business development team, said Neil Balat, Chief Global Business Development Officer. The Czech Republic represents the 21st country in which we operate and exemplifies how we are rapidly expanding our global footprint in the medical cannabis space. We look forward to building a long-term relationship with our customers, CMH, and supplying patients in the Czech Republic with our high-quality cannabis products. Next, looking at Bevo Agro Incorporated and Sunfarm Investments Limited, who announced that Cannabis has signed subscription agreements with 3 additional strategic investors, including 2 new members of the ownership and management team at Hillsborough Corp. Incorporated, or True Butch, for $2.1 million at a subscription price of $5 per share for a total of 420,000 common shares. Sunfarm agreed verbally to the price of $5.05 per share on November 16th, and after taking into account the exchange ratios of 0.999, this represents a premium of 35 cents to the closing price of Bevo on the $4.70 on that day. True Butch previously invested $1 million at a subscription price of $2.82 per share for a total of 354,000 common shares, representing a total investment of $3.1 million. True Butch is a kombucha company with expertise in the creation of cultured tea beverages. True Butch cultured tea beverages are raw, unpasteurized, gluten-free, and non-GMO with over 11 distinct flavors. Cannabis and True Butch intend to utilize each other's expertise to infuse cannabis into the True Butch beverages, creating a cultured tea beverage CBD product. As previously announced on October 16th, Cannabis and True Butch formed a significant partnership to develop and distribute CBD-based kombucha, said Rick Brar, CEO of Cannabis. This commitment with large existing owners of True Butch shows their belief in our mission and our partnership. We believe our combined expertise in product and brand development and kombucha brewing will result in delivery of a superior product to Canadians nationwide. Looking next at Canvas MedTech Incorporated, a leading digital cannabis educator and business technology company, who reported just over 1 million cannabis consumer data points have been collected since the launch of its digital cannabis education platform. The Canvas.me education platform uses artificial intelligence to contextualize and adapt to its users as they navigate its education platform, ensuring the best-in-class experience while collecting valuable industry and consumer data points. Canvas Data, Canvas MedTech's Advanced Analytics division, uses the same advanced technology to closely analyze and process data points to reveal highly focused and relevant cannabis industry insights. What sets us apart is our ability to truly understand the power of cannabis data due to extensive backgrounds of using data as a framework for CRM and pharma programs, said Sean Moniz, Chief Executive Officer of Canvas MedTech Incorporated. Our team has decades of experience building these platforms in the CPG, financial, and pharma industries, and we are proud to report a fantastic response to the launch of Canvas.me. It is clear that the cannabis consumers value our independence and our unbiased physician-backed content, and with each visit we gain important consumer data that contributes to the Canvas database. We look forward to the continued rapid growth in website traffic as we add new and dynamic education models for signed value-added partnerships with leading cannabis companies. Lastly, looking at GB Sciences, who announced the publication of a research article co-authored by GB Sciences and key collaborators in the peer-reviewed journal channels, which explains the potential medical benefits of using cannabinoid receptor-targeting therapies for the treatment of heart disease. GB Sciences' own Chief Science Officer, Dr. Andrea Small-Howard, joins co-authors including University of Hawaii faculty member and president of Mackay Biotechnology LLC, Dr. Alexander Stokes, and researchers from the University of Kyoto, Japan. People are becoming more aware that cannabinoid-based therapies can have significant medical benefits for patients, and this research study brings attention to the potential life-saving applications of cannabinoids for the treatment of heart conditions through the manipulation of specific cannabinoid-sensitive receptors, explains Dr. Andrea Small-Howard. Our study highlights the involvement of the cannabinoid-sensitive ion channel TRPV1, which is a newly discovered component of significant systems in the failing heart, but its role is pivotal. Critically, our study shows for the first time effective reversal and remediation of this pathology with long-term administration of the drugs. TRPV1 is a relatively newly recognized part of the endocannabinoid system and has previously been most studied as a pain receptor, explains Dr. Alexander Stokes. TRPV1 receptors are abundant in the heart, and our data show that if we inhibit its function with promising orally available drugs, we can effect an exciting rescue and reversal of failing heart pathology. In December of 2016, GB Sciences licensed patents on methods for the treatment of cardiac hypertrophy and associated pathologies through regulation of the cannabinoid receptor TRPV1 from Dr. Stokes of Mackay Biotechnology. GB remains committed to cannabis-based therapies for heart disease as demonstrated by their filing original patent applications on the use of myrcene-based complex mixtures for heart disease in May of 2017 and another patent application on cannabinoid and terpene-based complex mixtures for the treatment of heart disease through manipulation of cannabis receptors in May of 2018. John Post, CEO of GB Sciences, says heart disease is still the leading global cause of death, and cannabinoid-based therapeutics are a promising new option for its treatment. At GB Sciences, we are committed to broadening the scope of scientific research using novel applications of cannabinoid therapies and rigorously demonstrating their effectiveness. This podcast is in partnership with featured sponsor CLS Holdings US Incorporated, trading on the OTCQB as CLSH. More info and details can be found at our disclaimer and disclosure page at investorideas.com. That's all for today's podcast. Podcast is now a certified word trademark on the blockchain through Cognate Incorporated CM certification. InvestorIdeas.com podcasts are also available on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Music, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, and TuneIn. If you'd like to be a guest or sponsor of this podcast, please contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website, and this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products or services or securities. Investors are reminded that all investments involve risk and possible loss of investment. Investor Ideas does not condone the use of cannabis except where permissible by law. Our site does not possess, distribute, or sell cannabis products.